I've never spoken about this outside my family, not really. People think you're crazy when you say the dead walk through your house. But I've lived in this nightmare for 21 years. And I swear on everything. I am being haunted by the dead. It started not long after I moved into my home in Palm Springs, a quiet neighborhood in the Val. I had neighbors. Good ones. Friendly, at first. We laughed, shared meals, even prayed together. But there was one woman, Maria. Something about her always unsettled me. She had this habit of watching people, not just looking, but staring. Long and hard, like she was studying you. Then one day, we had a falling out. It was over something small, petty, really. I accused her of gossiping. She called me a liar. A week later, she showed up at my gate, her face painted completely white. She didn't say a word. Just stood there, whispering in a language I couldn't understand. Then, she vanished. That was the last time anyone saw her alive. A month after she disappeared, the first things started happening. Curtains torn straight down the middle. Food vanishing from the fridge, entire loaves of bread, tins of meat. Even my grandchildren began to scream at shadows. My youngest said a man with fire in his eyes stood over her bed. She was only 6. She'd wet herself. We moved her mattress into our bedroom after that. I tried ignoring it, tried praying. But the visits became bolder. I would wake up to footsteps in the hallway, even though the children were asleep beside me. Then I'd find wet footprints on the tiled floor, bare feet, always leading from the front door to the lounge. Only, no one came through that door. I went to church. I lit candles. But something told me this wasn't the kind of evil prayers alone could fight. So I did what many here do when things get dark. I visited a Sangoma, a traditional healer. She didn't need to hear my story. The moment she looked at me, she said, "You've been touched by the grave." She explained that someone, probably Maria, had performed a dark ritual called Isakitho Sais Menkwabini. It meant graveyard soil, mixed with cursed herbs, had been sprinkled on my yard. A curse tied to the restless dead. She told me 6 spirits had been bound to my home, 3 men, 3 women, all neighbors who had died nearby. I didn't believe her at first. Until I woke up one night to a woman's voice calling my name, over and over. It was my neighbor Lydia. She died in 2001. And there she was, standing at the foot of my bed, her head twisted too far to the left, her voice dry and crackling like static. "Emma. Emma, come outside." I screamed. My children came running, but the figure was already gone. The curtains behind her were ripped clean down. That was the first time I realized. They weren't just haunting the house. They were trying to get in. Or worse, trying to take us with them. Since then, it's been relentless. Groceries disappear. I hear singing from the toilet. When I shower, I swear I feel hands touching my back. Even now, I keep my purse under my pillow when I sleep. As if money could protect me. I've spent thousands trying to break the curse. Each Sangoma says the same thing. Until you find the original soil, the curse holds. But I've searched every inch of my yard. Dug up corners. Poured salt. Still, they come. I once tried to leave. We packed up and stayed with my sister for 2 weeks. No hauntings. No nightmares. But when we returned, the house was ice cold. And written on the wall, in what looked like red clay, or maybe something worse, were the words, "You live here. So do we." So I've learned to live with them. The sick shadows. The cold spots. The laughter at 3 a.m. I still go to church. Still light candles. Still pray. But I also sweep the yard every morning, in case new soil appears. And every so often, when it's quiet, I swear I hear Maria, laughing. I know what people say. That grief makes us see things. That trauma echoes in the walls. But this isn't grief. It's company. Uninvited. Unleaving. I've been haunted for 21 years. And somehow, I know, they'll be here long after I'm gone.